This is your local broadcasting team, and my name is Blake Strawn.
And I'm Caitlin East.
And today, Victoria Voss and Jesse White bring to you a very special report.
The report details the conditions of the gym.
The report also includes interviews with coaches, administration, students, and staff.
Please come along as we tune into our reporting team in the gym.
Hi, I'm Victoria Voss.
And I'm Jesse Wyatt.
And we're currently in the Hayward Gym sitting on the back bleachers.
And today we're going to take you through our gym and show you some areas of concern.
Areas of concern include the locker room, the weight room, and the showers.
Other areas of concern include the ceiling, the bleachers, and also the lack of air conditioning.
Since I've been at Hayward, there has been 2 previous bond elections concerning the structure and safety of the gym.
The past 2 bonds have been unsuccessful. If you have any questions or concerns, you can ask Mr. Brent Smith, Mr. Jason Price, or Mr. Tony Laux.
But before we review the gym, let's go to a quick interview with both principals to discuss the safe rooms which will be included in the bond. Here is a representation of the safe rooms and a floor plan. Mr. Smith, can you give us a rundown on the safe rooms?
Sure. The safe rooms, hopefully if the bond passes, will be able to provide a safe location for kids to go to if we were to have a bad storm, or bad weather, anything like that. Hopefully we won't ever have to do that, but if the time did happen, it'd be a good place for us to go. Within those safe rooms, we're looking at having enough space for 2 classrooms in each, so we can expand out, especially at the elementary. They're really cramped on classrooms right now, and that would give them a chance to not have to come over here to the junior high to have classes. And also, within that classroom, we'll make all of the furniture portable and mobile, so we can fold it up and put it against the wall really quickly. Each safe room will hold 300 people, and we're going to put one at the elementary, in between the elementary and the cafeteria, and the other one will be located between the high school, junior high, and the auditorium. That way it'll be easily accessible for everybody, and that'll hold all of the students and staff here on campus.
Okay, well, thank you for informing us and appreciate your time. Mr. Laux, what's your opinion on the safe rooms?
No, I think the safe rooms are something we definitely need here at Hayworth. In our area, we've not had just a tremendous amount of tornadic activity. But what if? There's always a what if scenario. We've had some close, DCAB, they've been hit. We've had some this summer that come through and left a pretty wide track. So the students having a place, a safe place to get in the case of violent weather activity, to keep our students safe. The safe room at the elementary will house 300. So that's all of our students, all of our staff. About 2,400 square foot, 2 classrooms. All the furniture in the classrooms will be able to be pushed up against the wall, out of the way, where we can make room, for everyone that's going to be there. Open to the public on the weekends, after school hours, any kind of activity, tornado activity, after school hours when students aren't present, after 4 o'clock, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, over the summer. Those are going to be open to the community, to give our community members a safe place to go as well.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
You bet. Thank you.
If you would like to vote on the current bond issue, voting will be held Tuesday, October 8th at a local poll near you.
Now let's take a closer look at the areas of concern that we mentioned.
When we take a look at the gym from a distance, it appears to be in very good condition. However, when looking up closer, we find many areas that are beyond the point of a simple repair.
On the far back bleachers, students have literally stepped through the floor. The school was able to patch these holes in the floor across the back in several areas. The question we ask is, how long before another patch will be needed?
As we approach the top part of the bleachers, we realize that some of them are beginning to separate, not only along the edge, but they are separating from the back wall itself.
In this area, the wall has separated and light is coming in from the guest locker room reserved for female players.
The far back wall itself is literally detaching from the frame.
Also, at the top, light can be seen from the outside where parts of the bleachers have separated. Upon further investigation, we learned that the back wall collapsed several decades ago and was rebuilt using the bleachers as a support system. This may explain why the separation is occurring.
This gap in the wall is noticeable and a result of further separation near the back wall. Fans can actually see inside the male guest locker room.
Along the bleachers on the north side of the gym, there are exposed wires directly open to the fans. Our reporting staff did not confirm the use of the wires or whether they are live or not.
Students, fans, staff, and coaches alike have all experienced bats coming down from these areas. Not only can these bats carry rabies, their droppings called guano can produce a fungus that causes hispoplasmosis. According to the CDC, this fungus can cause lung infection.
Our proud Welcome to Lion Country sign hangs just below what appears to be water damage along the beams that support the roof. This is the area where boys from other schools are housed when they play us at our home court. Visitors are often surprised by the conditions they find in the locker room at Hayward Gymnasium.
In the entryway to the coach's office, the floor has some significant and visible water damage, and due to a lack of storage space, the coach's office serves as an office, a storage closet, and a hospitality room for guest coaches and referees.
The boys' weight room also has some serious issues to consider related to health. Not only does it lack air conditioning for cooling and windows for fresh air, the lack of clean air and high humidity within the facility have led to unsafe conditions. Although our reporting team cannot confirm what black growth is occurring on the ceiling, it does not seem to be a safe environment for the team to use. In reality, several basketball players still exercise here because it is the only facility available to them. The storage room in the girls' restroom has the same growth.
The single guest bathroom has exposed wires as well as duct tape wrapping a large pipe for fans and visitors alike to use. As you can see, a cricket is swimming in the toilet that we only noticed after filming, which indicates further signs of infestation. Okay, Coach Lindley, what are the issues the gym has?
This gym has so many issues, just structurally, but for me, it works with the kids and the community. It's just not a safe environment to have people come here and gather. The issues that I have with player safety, one of the issues is right behind us with this wall. Let's talk about that first. We've had, the year before I got here, a kid broke his collarbone. We ran into this wall going for a basketball. Last year I had a player cut his hand on the wall. So that's just, as someone who is part of the game and coaches the game, that's a big issue, is that these walls, this being this close to the court, are not safe for the players. Now for the fans, I mean, you guys have sat in the bleachers, and as I look around, it's just, first of all, the accessibility for handicapped people. It's not what it needs to be. We've had to put people in the corner and just sit them on the floor. The stands, there's open wires. I know you got some of that on film. There's open wires, there's rebar at the top that's coming through the top of the bleachers, and there's holes, especially in the student section. There's holes. Really, and you can see where our maintenance department has drilled plywood boards over the top of the holes that have developed. So, and I haven't even got to the weight room in the coach's office and where the referees dress. It's just not an acceptable facility for this community.
So, what do you think would be the worst problem?
I mean, there's not one issue. I can't just name one issue. You know, there's so many issues that this gym has. You know, it's just stuff that if we got a new updated facility, we wouldn't have to worry about these issues. And I feel like it's important for the community as a whole to have somewhere where you can gather and have fun. But I want this to be a place where people can meet, have fun, watch the kids of the community play. And this facility does not provide that. It does not provide a safe place for these kids and the fans to play. I've had people come to me and say, Coach Lindley, I'd really like to watch your team play, but I'm not coming to Hayworth for a home game. And I actually, when I first got the job, I've had several people come up and tell me that. And they haven't been to a home game, and they won't. We had more fans show up to Idabel last year and watch us play at Idabel because, and I honestly believe, because of the gym. We have more people show, and I know people live in Idabel and stuff like that, but people don't enjoy coming in here and watching basketball. And that's what I want the new facility to be, and I hope it's that way.
As we all know, there are major hazards in the gym. Coach Haley, can you tell us why these hazards are such big problems to you?
Well, it's hard on the kids. I mean, there's no air that circulates through here and stuff. I mean, it makes it more difficult to practice. It makes it difficult to have pep rallies. I mean, the heat. I mean, there's usually at least a 5-10 degree difference between what's going on in the gym and what's outside. So it's very uncomfortable, and in some ways it's unsafe, because a lot of people aren't used to the heat.
Do you have any medical conditions that the gym affects?
I do have allergies, and there are some portions of the gym that I'm afraid that perhaps may have black mold, and so I have to stay away from those parts of the gym because I don't want to get sick. And I'm sure there's other students and people who work here who experience the same thing.
We appreciate you answering our questions. Mr. Price, can you give us a rundown on the bond meeting tonight?
I'm very proud of our community and staff and students who came out this evening to hear the information about our upcoming bond on October the 8th. I'm really excited about our designs of the safe rooms and also our gym. I think everyone realizes that this is a true need that we have here for our school and community, and I'm really excited to see what happens. I think that we're going to have a positive outcome, and in the end we'll be all celebrating with the events that we'll be able to have in the different areas, and I think it's going to be a great addition to Hayworth's community.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Ms. Crenshaw, what's your opinion on the current gym?
Well, as far as I can tell, baby, it just needs a new one. I've been here for a while. I've taught here, and I went to school here, and it's been here for a long time, so it's not safe.
Are you for or against the bond?
I am for the bond. Yes.
Why is that?
Because I have babies still here, and I've taught here, and my heart is still here, and we need a new gym.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Ms. Eva, are you for or against the bond?
I'm 110% for the bond.
Why is that?
Because I feel like it's the best thing for our district, and especially it's the best thing for our students.
Do you feel that we will get enough votes this year?
Fingers crossed, I hope so. I really think that our community is showing a very positive response. The bond meeting tonight just had a great turnout, so fingers crossed. I think this is going to be it.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for your time. Mr. Farley, what's your opinion on the current gym?
Well, I believe it is. It served its time. It is very old and outdated, and in bad need of repair that is probably not really worth repairing.
Mrs. Cox, are you for or against the bond?
I am for the bond.
Why is that?
It's just a no-brainer. There are so many benefits for basically little cost. And I have a son that goes to school here who plays basketball, who is part of all of the activities here at school, and I want him to have the best of the best. We love this place.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
I'm here with Hayworth High School basketball player Stephon Brown. Stephon, have you had any personal problems in the gym?
Nothing other than I cut my hand in practice one day because we were doing a drill, like you shoot, like you go for the rebound, and like I went for the rebound, I got pushed into the wall, and as I did, my hand slid down the wall, and it like cut, it peeled like skin back, like down to my hand.
Mm-hmm. Are there any other problems you've ever experienced?
So far, well, the weight room is probably one that I'd say. It's not in good shape right now. There's mold in there. Water's constantly on the floor. I'm pretty sure the roof leaks. So.
Connor, why do you think we need a new gym?
The weight room probably has mildew in it. You can smell it when you go in there. There's wires sticking out in places where we get electrocuted, and there could be a fire at any moment. There's bats in there, and that's not safe. Bats they carry diseases, and multiple things are reasons why we need a new gym.
Well, thank you for your time. As you can see, there are some serious areas of concern regarding the structure of the gym.
We hope that you take these areas of concern into consideration when voting on Tuesday, October 8th.
I'm Victoria Voss.
And I'm Jesse Wyatt.
Back to you.
That was an excellent report by Victoria and Jesse. We appreciate the details.
Remember, voting will be held Tuesday, October 8th.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.